welcome back to my channel. This is my second year of Vlogmas. I don't know what day it is, but this is day whatever number I put up here of Vlogmas, and today I'm coming at you with some winter recommendations from me and my friends. So last year I got them to do their own little clip, but this year I'm just going to quickly run through some recommendations that I've got and some recommendations coming from my friends. First up, Moonlight Over Manhattan by Sarah Morgan. I read this last year for the first time. I was sent this as an ARC, like a proof copy, back in 2017, and I only read this in 2021. And it is now a book that is on my shelves, and I'm so tempted to reread this year. There is another Sarah Morgan book that I was recommended by Danny called The Christmas Escape. I haven't read that yet, so I can't really give it as a recommendation on my part, but if you're looking for a Christmas cozy read, these are on BookBeat as well. A lot of her books are on BookBeat, so you can listen to them if you subscribe. It is really, really good. Next up, we have a cozy middle grade. I cannot go a recommendation for a winter rec and not recommend this. I read the first two books in this series last Christmas for Reindeer Readathon, and I will be rereading them again this year. I need to get book 3, but last year it only just come out, so it wasn't in paperback, and I have the other 2 in paperback. Beautiful sprayed edge ones, and this follows a young boy. This does have disability repping, and follows his journey with a Christmasaurus. It's cute, cozy Christmas read, and it's just an easy. This is more children than middle grade, I'd say. Just like a lot of Tom Fletcher's book, I've heard of more children than middle grade, but it's classed as middle grade, so I'm going to recommend it to you if you like just a cute, quick read. I would recommend both these books. Also, I can't not recommend this one either. This is a Polar Bear Explorers Club that was recommended. I found this through Jade's channel, through one of the Polathon. The first time I saw Polathon, she mentioned this as a recommendation, I think. I have reread this and tabbed this. This follows a young girl called Stella Snowflake Pearl, who wants to be an explorer in a world where men don't want women to be explorers, especially not girls. They don't like girls to be explorers. But it's like a found family, and her best friend Beanie, he is just a cinnamon roll, and doesn't outwardly say it, but I think Bean is autistic, or is on the spectrum in some way, so there's representation in that respect as well. So it's so good. I highly recommend. One that I haven't read yet, but is a wintry read, I would say. Yeah, I'm assuming it's a wintry read because it has snow on the back as well, and it's called Winter House. So if I'm wrong, sue me. Don't sue me, I can't afford it. But yes, I don't really know what this is about. It says, puzzle, secret, adventure await Elizabeth, all behind the mysterious walls of Winter House. Often Elizabeth Summers, malevolent Aunt Payday and Uncle Burlap ship her off to an ominous Winter House hotel owned by the peculiar Norbridge Falls. Upon arrival, Elizabeth quickly discovers that Winter House has many charms, most notably its massive library. It's not long before she locates a magical book of puzzles that will unlock a mystery involving Norbridge and his sinister family. But as she uncovers the hotel's secret, Elizabeth starts to realise that she is deeply connected to Winter House, as dangerous as that may prove to be. So I've had this on my radar for a while. I might pick this up as one of my wintry books to read, because I'm sure that if Eric from Break Even Books, I will leave him link down below, runs Reindeer Readathon again this year, I will be taking part, and I will probably try and pick up some wintry reads this year for that readathon. Next up, one I haven't read, but one I am sure that I'm going to love, Just Like Magic by Sarah Hogle. If you haven't watched any of my vlogs recently, I've read You Deserve It To by Sarah Hogle, and Twice Shy is also on my TBR for this month. You can see the snow, there's trees. This is gonna be a really cute contemporary, and is it a second chance romance? I think it is. I'm really looking forward to reading this. This is gonna be a December read as well. I'm gonna be picking up a lot of different books this year other than fantasy. I'm not mad about it at all. I'm really excited to get to this. So some other recommendations that I'm going to be recommending to you are books that I love the sound of, and I will be reading in the month of December as well. So the first one is You're a Mean One, Matthew Prince, and this is going to be the podcast book for Barely Adult podcast I run with Jem, and Meg is going to be the guest for December, so I will leave both of them lovely ladies link down below, and I'm really, really excited to read this. It's queer, it's Christmassy, it's gives me grumpy sunshine vibes. I'm just all for it, so I would recommend that you read this as well. It was out on November 4th, so you can pick it up now, pick up a copy. And these recommendations are from my friends. Down Comes the Night by Alison Saff was a Meg rec. I don't know much about this book, but this is a recommendation from Meg, so go read it. Another Meg recommendation is Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. This is one I'm planning to pick up because I wanted to read it last year but then didn't get round to it. But it's definitely one I want to pick up. Another Meg rec is You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hogle. Oh my god, another Sarah Hogle book. This is set in winter. It's not. This was also a Chloe rec because Chloe's now read this and loved it and gave it 5 stars. So this is a recommendation from all 3 of us that you need to go read it. It's Second Chance Romance. It's just amazing. Read it. There's not much else to say. Next up is Bearing the Nightingale. That was one that was highlighted by Meg. I do have that. I do want to read that. And this is by Catherine Arden, not Elizabeth Arden, because I got it wrong when I was talking about it before. Is it Catherine Arden? Now that I'm saying it. Is it? I don't know. Author name here. Insert here. But Becca loves this series. And I really do want to read the trilogy, but I keep putting it off for whatever reason. You know, I don't have a lot of books to read each month. It's nothing to do with that. And the next one I do have, and this is Written in the Stars. This was recommended by, was it Meg again? I think it might be a Meg rec. Was it a Meg rec? I think Written in the Stars was a Meg rec or a Chloe rec, one of them. And I have written Count Your Lucky Stars. Yes, I read them out of order. Let's not talk about that. But apparently it's set in winter, around the Christmas time. So I really, really enjoyed Count Your Lucky Stars, so I can't wait to get to Written in the Stars. Which again, I might put on my December TBR. Might just be a Christmassy time the whole month. You never know. The final Chloe rec was We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. I'll put the cover here. This is a book about grief. It's quite sad apparently. So, you know, it's not like happy Christmassy vibes, but it's set around winter. So there we go. And then the final rec of this video is a Gemma rec. So can we guess what kind of book Gemma's gone for? And the reason she chose this is because it has snow on the cover, which is a good reason to pick a rec. Stolen Tongues. I personally am not going to read this because I got scared by Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. I said it right first time. Wow. So I'm not going to read this. But if you don't mind a bit of horror, then you can read this. Jem highly recommends it. And I trust Jem's recommendations because she recommended Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. And I loved it. So trust Gemma, trust Meg, trust Chloe, trust me. Oh, sorry, final book, because I missed off the list by accident, is Let Us Know by John Green, and this is a Becca rec. Probably going to get Christmassy bookish recommendations from the girls anyway, so this is not an exhaustive list, but this is just a few recommendations if you want to read during Christmas / winter season. Some are very Christmassy, hence Christmasaurus is Christmas. Some are just wintry settings, but there's a whole range of available books for you to read. I highly recommend any ones that I've read. I highly recommend them all, in fact, because my friends recommended them, therefore I back my friends. Is what I'm saying. Anyway, that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Cold enough to make you shiver, but not cold enough